turkey, friends, sand dunes. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Hey everyone, I'm Chad Booth. Today on At Your Leisure, we're celebrating Thanksgiving with everything you'd expect and a few things that you don't. Cannons and smokers made for one heck of a turkey dinner. Then, Shelley Osterloh rides with big bad bikers, but as she finds out, when it comes to kids, even the meanest looking rider is nothing but a big softie. It's the whole At Your Leisure family for our Thanksgiving special. Grab your knife and fork because we're starting dinner now.
Well, I tell you what, a whole year's passed since we did this last time, and I've sure got a lot to be thankful for. Hello, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure today. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Corby Booth. And yes, our family is growing. We have a bigger At Your Leisure family this year for Thanksgiving. And I think we are going to have the best one yet.
Absolutely, because we went first class top shelf all the time. We expanded the family circle a little bit and invited Steve McGrath and his family from Camp Chef to come down, and he just happened to show up with lots of toys.
Lots of toys.
So all we had to do was show up with the food. It was great.
Perfect. That's right.
Thank you for joining us,
You're
Steve.
You're welcome. Thanks for being part of the family here. Letting us be a part.
I tell you what, this is one big kitchen you've got set up out
That's
here.
right. We've got it all. Smokers, stoves, ovens, Dutch ovens, pretty much everything Camp Chef does. We've got it here.
Well, we've decided to come to Little Sahara, which is not really a place you would think of with Thanksgiving dinner, but it's actually, there's a lot of solitude right here, and it's really quite pleasant.
Yeah, we've got the run of the place.
This week we're where? Little Sahara?
Yeah.
Next week, who knows where we'll be.
Are you like saying you'll come along again and do this whenever we get together?
Careful, Steve.
Yeah.
You're asking me before we eat, so sure.
Yeah, well, you know, it's nice to have Roger and Reese and Terry and Susan and everybody. Corey's with us here, Darren and Jill and Jaden. And we are just absolutely going to enjoy this Thanksgiving. Right now, though, we're going to go off to our travel adventure. And Reese, you've been up to Montana before, haven't you?
Yeah, great recreation up there, ATV riding as well.
It is, but you know, part of the reason that it stays so good up there is because there are clubs like the one we're about to travel with that spend the end of the season.
Montana Condos.
Exactly.
Yes.
At the end of the season, they show thanks by doing a little cleanup.
Boy, this is great. For more information on our travel adventure and the Montana Condos ATV Club, just check us out on the web at AYLTV.com. Hey, isn't this great? Look at this, one of the most popular places in Utah, and there's nobody here. We've got the place to ourselves during the off season. It's just fantastic. A little bit of snow, and it's made the sand so smooth and a little firmer, so it's easier to get the traction. You don't have to worry about slipping and sliding on the hills. But that doesn't mean you can ignore safety. Safety and precautions are always in effect on the sand dunes. Know yourself, know your machine, know the terrain. Always be aware of where you are and where everybody else is, and you'll have a safe, enjoyable ride. Coming up next, Roger B. is preparing our Thanksgiving feast back at camp. We'll join him in just a minute, but first let's go for another ride. Come on, Marianne.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, our annual Thanksgiving show. What a great Thanksgiving this is. You know, usually when Terry and I go camping, we pack up the truck and with the sleeping bags and all the gear and leave home.
This time, though, we took home with us. Why let it stay? This gigantic home we brought down here looks like some kind of large sperm whale. But,
it does look like a whale. It's a good look.
It looks so animal-like. I think it really does have a brain, though. It could be robotic because it knows when you're coming and it puts out the welcome stairs for you right there.
You mean I can't take a shower?
No, you can take a shower anytime you want. We just have limited water on here, so while you're in the shower, you just get wet, turn it off, then get soaked up, and then go ahead and rinse it all off, and you can actually get a nice hot shower out of it.
Talk about valet motorhome service. This is great. Bruce Powell is with us from Pappy's RV Rentals, and it's so fun to be in this for Thanksgiving.
I did have one question for you, though. Bruce, you know, I love these captain's chairs like this. I really feel like Captain Kirk. But it was so hard driving down here.
You can't solve that problem?
Oh, before you get going home, we'll make sure you're pointed forward before we get you on your way home.
Let's talk about renting out RVs at this time of year in the off season. It's been really fun for us. Is it something that people typically do?
During the wintertime, there's a lot of places to go, especially southern Utah and even farther south. And there's no crowds down there. There's no, you don't have to fight for campgrounds. And the weather's actually really nice. I mean, it's a little chilly here right now, but it's in the motorhome, you're nice, you're comfortable, and you can have a great time away from a lot of people.
You want to climb in there too?
No.
Oh, we'll let you ride up front today.
Okay.
Because a lot of people get a little bit intimidated by the big ones, and so we do have the smaller van-type chassis ones that they can go in and feel a lot more comfortable. Generally, though, they come back and want to take a bigger one. So,
were you intimidated, Terry?
Yes.
Grandpa, let's get big ones every time now.
We'll put you to work, then we'll afford the big ones.
You like the bathroom because it has 2 mirrors and can
Yes,
hold all your
I like
makeup.
all the mirrors in here. So I have to look at those constantly.
So from one adventure to another, today Darren goes riding with BACA, the Bikers Against Child Abuse, for a wonderful opportunity to raise a little money for a good cause and have a lot of fun.
Well, we got a minute just to take a little bit of a stroll because dinner's just about ready.
Smells good, doesn't it?
It does. We thought we'd just come up here over the campsite and get away just to talk for a couple of minutes. You know, Thanksgiving is a great time, and we do have a lot to be thankful for. But you know, that's part of what you need to take time for at Thanksgiving, is just step back a little bit and take it all in.
Take time to be with your family and friends. And right now, my favorite friend of all is Bruce Powell from Pappy's, because he loaned us all the motorhomes that we're staying in, and it's getting a little cold.
You are so spoiled on motorhomes.
Yes, I am.
Don't
I
lie.
love motorhomes.
Don't do this roughing it thing on
Yeah.
me. And also, you know, we're really thankful for Camp Chef. I mean, Steve McGrath to take time off on a holiday to come bring his family and spend it with us and our families is
Yes,
very
I
nice
have
gesture.
a few new toys to put on my Christmas list now, Chad.
See, Christmas shopping is going to get a lot easier.
Yep.
But you know, on the issue of thankful, there are other people that we seriously need to take time to thank. First off, the sponsors. And I mean, seriously thank them. You folks do realize that without their continued support of this show, we wouldn't be able to bring it to you. It is their support and their advertising dollars that put us on the air to bring you this program. So you pay attention to who it is that advertises on this program, and make sure that if you're anywhere in the vicinity of their store, and just let them know that you appreciate the fact that they support and underwrite our program. We're thankful for you. I mean, really, we are so grateful that you join us every week for our adventures. And if you didn't, there wouldn't be a show. So thank you for watching. We sincerely appreciate it. And you know, if you see us out and about while we're out making the show, don't be bashful. Come by and say hi.
All right, he's getting a little mushy for me, so I'm going to shift gears. Let's take a look at some scenes from next week's show and see how much fun we're going to have.
How do you sail without water? Well, next week we're going to find out as the booths catch a breeze and set off on a dry lake bed. From there, we'll follow Reese Stein out into the cold night and find out how students survive an early winter camp. Don't forget, we'll have another AYL giveaway winner, so you need to get your AYL sticker. You know where to be, right here for At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth next week.
All right, everybody, come on. Come on over. We're ready. We're ready. We got food. We got food here.
We got some food here.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
We got all this food here.
Yes.
Steve and I have been cooking all day long. Everybody else has been helping.
Yes.
What's the deal with the can of green beans?
Okay. This is our vegetable.
The Thanksgiving dinner in Africa, small village in Burkina Faso. I've had Thanksgiving dinner with every relative on my family tree that made it to the 20th century. I've never had Thanksgiving dinner in the sand dunes desert.
Reese?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
When I was growing up, you know, you have all this beautiful food that's really terrible for you but tastes good, and the vegetable always just sits there.
Of course.
And so after a few years, my mom just says, you know what? She'd put a can of green beans on the table. There's your vegetable.
Listen, thanks so much for joining us for our Thanksgiving at Your Leisure style. Thanks to, Corby.
Oh, this isn't Halloween? This is Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving. Okay, different holiday.
Thanks so much for all of you joining us for our At Your Leisure Thanksgiving. Thanks to all the family here. We appreciate it. We'll look for you next week. And what do you say we all get together again for New Year's?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Meantime, happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
All right, we'll see you later, folks.
So remember, November 26th, there are no holidays.
I threatened Julia Child one time with that.